provocative. Gets the people going. I just washed my hair, so it's the fluffiest thing ever. So it's in this cute little butterfly clip kit. I'm here to discuss potentially my best haul ever. The best haul ever I've ever done. Look. Oh my god. So, kind of comes in two parts. So the first, I know I said one haul, but technically this combined. So this was my first haul. Haul? That sounds kind of cool though. This is my first haul, which I bought. Don't tell me I do not have a type. Look at all these books. What do all these books... This feels so light. It's almost like it's got nothing inside it. Tell me what all these books have in common. Yes. They are all dark covered, looking haunted, and maybe a basic... so uncomfortable. Literally, this is the most uncomfortable I've ever been. Oh no, ignore me. Let's talk about the two that I got afterwards. So I read Haunting Adeline and then immediately bought this one. I'll get back to that. And this is what my boyfriend brought me back from his trip to Spain. So I'm learning Spanish. So he bought me this so I can try and read it. What is really cool is that this just fits the entire aesthetic. He picked it on the cover, but you're telling me this does not fit the aesthetic of the other books? Guys, I have a type. I have a type. So, the world of fantasy romance, I guess these books can all be described as, except this, which is dark romance. I've only read the first one. My first ever dark romance. I'm going to do a separate video on it, but pleasantly surprised. I used the word confused on TikTok. I don't think it's confusion. I think it might be just straight up lust. Something, a confusing emotion inside me. I enjoyed this far more than I thought. I could not put it down. So I haven't read the second one yet, but I will. I'm currently reading From Blood and Ash. I've seen this all over TikTok, all over Bookstagram, everywhere, saying how good it is. Although I did see one comment that said it starts off really slow, and it takes some time to get into it, but it's worth it for the end, worth it for the plot twist at the end. So I am holding out. Whoever that was, thank you, because you're making me stick out. I am enjoying it. I wouldn't say I'm loving it at the minute, but that could change. Things change. I remember, need I bring up the cool prints when I was like, I don't get it. Then dived straight back into the second one and started loving it again. So I'm a fickle girl. What do you want from me? I finished this one, Seven and the Wings, the Night. Oh my god, The Seven and the Wings of Night. I saw so many good things about this online, and it did not disappoint. I loved it. So currently, the only, I think it's only out in hardcover. And I'm really tempted to buy it, but goddamn have I spent a lot of money on books. So I'm trying to resist. I'm trying to wait till October till it comes out in paperback and it's a bit cheaper. Because in July, another pre-order of mine, Reckless by Lauren Roberts, comes out. So as soon as that comes out, I will be smashing that, and we haven't got long to wait. Now that's one of my favourite fantasy romance. So Seven and the Wings of Night, I loved it. I've seen great things about this whenever I've posted it on Instagram. People have commented how much they love it. I personally like that it's about vampires. Being a Twilight lover a long time ago, I've not found anything that's brought out the same love I had, except the Vampire Diaries, but you know, that's a whole different league. There was another book, is it the Once Upon a Broken Heart series, and there's obviously vampires in that, but for me, vampires got a bad rep. If I'm going vampires or werewolves, always vampires. But if I'm going fae, or if I'm going, fae, then it's always going to be fae. Just Sarah J Maas just has a power over me. It's the high fae. Anything to do with fairies, I don't know what it is. And what the hell Carden was in The Cruel Prince. Was he a fairy? He had a towel. I vibe with that 100%. So this, I would argue, yeah, it's got potential. I'm really, really looking forward to the next one, but I am going to wait to buy it. Now, this I have seen everywhere. Obviously, they turned it into, is it Shadowhunters or Shadow and Bone? Forgive me, it probably says it on here. Am I okay? Shadow and Bone. People said that the TV show did not do it justice, so I haven't touched it. I haven't gone near it. I just started on The Boys season 4, and that is enough. That's enough for one person. And obviously Bridgerton. I just absolutely binged that. So I am holding out. I'm not going to watch the TV show until I've read the book, and then perhaps won't even watch the TV show. There's a great line in here. I saw... We love a duology. Love a duology. It's like girl math. It feels cheaper. I know it is, but it just feels like I'm going to spend less money. Just forget I said that. That's so stupid. And then this one, my first ever sprayed edges. Oh no, I did get powerful and sprayed edges. My second ever sprayed edge book. This again, I heard such good things. I basically bought all these books just on the premise of seeing stuff online about them. As I said, I haven't read Six of Crows. I haven't read A Fate Inked in Blood. Oh, but let me tell you, so far this is my favourite. It is, yeah. How does it a little messed up? I had to buy the second one. I have to know. There were things in this book that if someone said to me in real life, if these things happened in real life, it's ghastly. It's really out of pocket and not right. But it's fiction. So you know how lines are blurred between fiction and reality? So it's like in A Court of Fallen Roses, if he was saying, "Oh, my mate, hi mate." Now if my boyfriend said that to me in real life, actually no, you probably could get away with saying it, but if someone said that to you in real life, yeah, exactly. That whole premise is these books. I mean, it's fiction. I don't condone whatever happens in these books in real life. And then finally, this one. If anyone's read it, I'm very, very intrigued. My Spanish is very much at a basic level. I can have a good conversation about the weather and about where we are, where we're going. I'm very good at reading and average at listening. So reading is primarily. Please don't ever ask me to read any of this out, but I can probably get through some of it. I will have to Google some. As I said, I take Spanish lessons, but it's not enough. Such a beautiful language, and I speak it so rough. So rough. But la cara nota del corazón, something about the heart, I hope. I'm guessing. So I'm really, really excited to get into this, and trying to learn a different language is super fun. I don't know which one to read next after I finish From Blood and Ash. The thing I seem to have done, which is ridiculous, is buy the first book to about 20 different series. So you've got Six of Crows, I've got The Serpent and the Wings of Night, From Blood and Ash. I don't know, is this a series? I haven't looked. I try not to look up anything about the book, which is why I've not translated this. Just in case something gets ruined for me, I just want to try and power it through. I think I will next read Hunting Adeline. There's not a third to this, I don't think. It's just a little duology. Money saving. So if I got through Throne of Glass, I fear I may be able to get through anything. So these are going to be the next... This is going to be the next book I read. And then I guess Six of Crows and A Fate Inked in Blood. Oh yeah, it is part of the series. I can see book 1 on this. Okay, so I made a vital error. I've not read anything. I'm looking at a pile of romance books. And I'll probably make another video of this. But my love for romance books could be dwindling. When I read the first dark romance, I was like, okay, we back in. But I've started to struggle with romance books. Is it because I've read too many in one go? Perhaps. I'm struggling. I don't know if you guys get it. You almost get... you read too much of one series and everything starts to blend together. I'm now experiencing that with fantasy romance books. Yeah, like, I find myself skimming books all the time. I don't know if that is the need to just try and power through and get as much read as possible. But I found my first time in a long time with Haunting Adeline, I didn't really drift. I didn't try and skip over parts. I just powered through it, read every line, which is rare for me. I'm a skippy boy. Especially I was saying in my last video about spicy scenes. If they're more than 6 pages, I'm like, but Haunted Adeline, I was in. The writer did their job very, very well. Like, as I said, there's many warnings that come with the book. So yeah, I will read Haunting Adeline and then I will do a video on both of them. But I think we'll finish that duology and then we'll start on Six of Crows. I've got really high expectations, and I can't remember, there's a great trending noise that comes from that. Well, comes from the show that's like, if he make me your villain. And then it's got dramatic music, maybe Tom Odell's Another Love, and it's kind of hot. So I'm hoping the book lives up to that. But talking about book TV series, I've seen so much about Bridgerton that they're changing the book so much now, Netflix. So I'm intrigued whether to start reading the books of Bridgerton. What do you think? Let me know. Although, as I said, I've fallen out of love with romance books a bit. I'm really into the world of dark romance fantasy. Anything with a cover that's got red and black and something dark. Yeah, I'm in. I'm sold. What does it say about me? So, from Blood and Ash, I'm getting through it. It's taken me a long time to read. I do feel a bit bad about it. The Serpent and the Wings of Night, brilliant. 100 recommend. So now it's just getting through it. Let me pile all these up, hold it up. So what do you think? Do you think this is my best book haul ever? One book's upside down. Do you think this is my best book haul ever? Have you read any of these? I would say this was one of my best book hauls. I'm really happy about it.